Hi everyone, it's Leona with Leona's Designs, and I am here with week 19 of the Slow Stitch with K3N. And this week's project is inspired by Kintsugi. Kintsugi. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. It's a Japanese art that is actually used to repair pottery. They repair broken pottery by gluing it together and then securing it with gold. So the finished piece actually accents and highlights the broken pieces. The cracks, I guess you could say, are filled with gold. So the broken piece often looks better than the original. And Catherine's tagline for this week was celebrating imperfection, or wabi sabi. And the Kintsugi means golden repair. So all of that to say, our project this week is going to be not pottery, it's going to be with fabric. And Catherine showed us how she created an inspired by Kintsugi piece out of dark colored fabric that she cut to make a split, and then filled it with pieces of gold or yellow fabric that she stitched little circles on to make bubbles. So I've gotten a piece here. It's about 5 by 7 that will fit in my journal, and I've backed it with a couple pieces of batting, which she said to do, and then I've cut 5 little pieces of yellow and kind of gold fabric that I'm going to put in the crack, and then hopefully stitch circles which kind of look like bubbles. So that's what I'm going to attempt to do. I got my little circles cut, or my little squares cut, and my little circles drawn with a pencil mark. I used this glue container to make my circles, and these little squares are about 1.5 inch. So hopefully they're going to fit down in my crack that I cut. So I'm going to remove these now, and I'm going to take these pins out, and I'm just going to cut this top fabric. I'm not going to cut the batting. And what Catherine did, she kind of made a slanted cut, not just a straight up and down. So that's what I'm going to try to do. And we'll just kind of make a meandering crack in this piece of fabric. And then we'll separate it enough to fit our little squares inside. So I think about that big should be good, just so the squares fit. So I might have to make it a little smaller. Let's see. What she did was she started sewing her circles first and then put these on. But I think what I'll do is put these on first. She said that might be easier. And then start sewing the circles. excuse me. So I think what I'll do is I'll put one at the bottom and one at the top just to show me where my little path is here. And then I'll take these off and lay down the rest of them. And what you want to do is you want to overlap them, but you want to stagger them so that you can see the circles. And I don't know how this is going to work with this one. Might only get 4 circles on here. I put this one down farther. Just kind of got to keep arranging them so I have to cut this one smaller. And I think I'll cut this one smaller. And put this one underneath. That one like that, and let's see how it's going to look now. I'm going to try to get all the circles in if I can. I think that will work. Go a little closer. Oh, come on, camera, get a little closer. There we go. I think this will work really nice. So, what I need to do now is just pin those down, I guess, and start stitching them, and then put these on last. I think so. Let me get these pinned down now without moving them. So this is a very interesting project for me. I've never heard of Kintsugi before, but it sounds like a beautiful art. I read an article about it online where this lady actually tried doing it with pottery, and her piece came out beautiful. And the whole concept just sounds really great to me because it's making something beautiful out of something that's broken, and it makes me think of how God often makes ashes from beauty, like the Bible says, out of our lives. Perhaps our lives are cracked and broken, and God steps in and starts repairing them, and the end result is more beautiful than the first. So to me, it's just a whole beautiful concept. So what I'm doing now is just, whoops, got caught on my pin. Get off of that pin. I'm just taking little running stitches around these circles. These little drawn circles that I drew with the pencil. And apparently, once they're stitched, they form into like little bubbles that are like dimensional on your fabric. So that will be interesting. I'll just turn and do this. So it's been a while since I did any stitching because the weather here has been so beautiful. I've been spending a lot of time outside planting flowers and getting my yard and garden ready, and I haven't done much of anything inside because a lot of times our spring is like our winter, and our fall it's cloudy and windy and chilly and rainy. So we had quite a few days of 70 weather, high 70s, even one day was 80 with sunshine, so no rain. So it was really a really enjoyable time. Oops, kind of went out of the circle there. I think it's okay. And for Mother's Day, my daughter bought me 17 plants to plant outside. So I really enjoyed that. She took me to the store and said, "Get whatever you want." No, I really had an enjoyable day that day. So I was really blessed. My daughter loves plants as much as I do, so we had a fun day picking out plants. Okay, so I'm just going around now the second circle. Doesn't take too long because these circles are very big. And so anyway, back to the stitching. I am behind. Oh, no knots. Good. Got it out. I'm behind because of being outside, so I'm on week 19, and tomorrow Catherine will be starting week 21. So I need to get caught up. And the weather is cooperating with me for that because today is chilly and rainy and cloudy. So I just don't want to be outside today. And it's not supposed to be nice for the next few days, so I guess I can get caught up. But I don't don't know what I'm going to do when it actually gets to be summertime. I'm going to have to take one day and make sure my stitching's a priority. Okay, second circle finished. Not on me now. Ugh. See what happened. Extra thread got caught in there. And my needle almost came unthreaded. Oh, it did. Okay. Well, I'm going to thread my needle and I'm going to finish sewing down the rest of these little squares and I'll be back. Okay, I've got them all stitched down, all the little circles, and I trimmed some of them so that you can see each little bubble there. Kind of bubbles up. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it does. And now I'm just going to see if I can put these side pieces on and not cover up those circles. I think this will work just fine like that. Pin this down. And then this side. I think just to come in a little bit here. I want to cover up those circles if I can help it, but on this side I'm going to have to get a little close. Okay. So there's my piece. So far I just need to stitch down on each side here of my crack. And I need, I think, some navy blue thread, which I do not have out. So I'm gonna have to go find some. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back and I have some kind of light navy blue embroidery floss, 3 strands. It's the only navy blue I could find. Apparently I don't have much navy blue. I'm thankful that my friend gave me a whole pack of embroidery floss, but didn't have many dark colors in it. And I thought maybe black might work, but it was just too dark. So I think what I'm just going to do is make running stitches down the side here of each blue side. And I think I got my dull needle. Maybe not. Ooh, I got something in my oven that's beeping. I gotta go check. Sorry about that. I just got back from my walk. I took a break here. I took a pause of this video and I took a break to go on my walk. I go on a walk every night with my neighbor at 6 o'clock. If I don't set a certain time, then I tend to put it off. And I do want to walk every day. So, just got back from my walk and put my supper in the oven. I think this is gonna work out okay. I hope this is how Catherine showed us to do it. I only watched her video once. And I'm pretty sure this is how she did it. I don't know if she, oh, no, this isn't. She, I'm seeing my little pieces here in the middle popping up. I'm remembering that she went in between all of these circles and did some seed stitching, or just a few stitches in between there to hold everything together. So I still have to do that. Glad I remembered that. So I will go back and do that after I get these sides stitched down. I'm really liking how it's starting to look. It looks like a little river of gold. And I think it's going to be a pretty piece. Definitely wasn't hard to do. And I'm going to tie that off and go on to the next side. Catherine shared a quote from Leonard Cohen. It's from his song or his poem Anthem. Not sure if it was a song. I think it was a song. There's a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. So that was her little quote that she's using in her journal to go along with this piece. There's a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. So I'm going to put that in my journal as well. I always love adding quotes. And I'm just going to continue on stitching down this side. And I'll be back to start stitching in the middle. Okay, I'm back. Got both sides stitched down here. And I'm just going to trim now on the sides, because they're longer now because I cut that strip in the middle. So I'm just going to even these up with this batting. Okay. Now I'm going to go in, stitch in between all the little circles. I think that's going to make them pop out a little bit more too. Still have some of this yellow thread. And I'm just going to start stitching around the outside of these circles. Just some seed stitches. I think I have too long of a thread again. Oh, sorry, Catherine, I am a lazy tailor today. Not by choice. I guess I didn't measure correctly. I love just doing little seed stitches. They are very relaxing to me. Just stop and wipe my nose. My nose has been running from allergies, I think. So what happens when we get the nice weather, all the allergies come out. I planted some wildflowers in the backyard, and I'm hoping they come up. They're wildflowers for shady area. So I planted them under a tree, and they're supposed to be perennial and annual. So I just noticed yesterday they had sprouted up already, so anxious to see what they're going to look like. So this big tree in the backyard has gigantic roots all around it, and you really can't plant anything under it because it has so many roots. So there is space in between the big roots where you can put soil and plant things. So I thought, I'm gonna put some soil in this one area between the big roots and put a package of shady wildflower mix in there. And I did. And it looks like they're gonna be coming up soon. So I'm excited to see what they look like. Okay, well, I'm just going to continue stitching all the way down in between these circles, and I will be back. Okay, well, I got it finished. I stitched all around each little circle, and then I went back and stitched around the circles again with some darker gold embroidery floss. So they really show up. I just wanted to define them because they weren't showing up that good. So I'm really happy with how this turned out. I think it's beautiful. It's a beautiful piece. Much better than just that plain navy blue piece of fabric that I started out with. I have this beautiful, like, it almost looks like a golden path. And so this is week 19 of the Inspired by Kintsugi, celebrating perfection. Oh, celebrating imperfection, sorry. Imperfection, not perfection. And Kintsugi means golden repair. So that's what we did today. We celebrated imperfection by doing some golden repair on this piece of cloth. And I think it turned out very beautiful, and I'm happy to add it to my journal now week 19, and I hope to see you again soon for week 20. I'm not sure what that is. I haven't watched Catherine's video yet for week 20, but she is starting on 21 this week, so I need to get caught up. So I'm hoping to make another video very soon. So if you're not subscribed and you want to join me on this slow stitch with K3N every week, be sure to hit that subscribe button and the bell that says all, and you'll get a notice of every new video that I post. And I do thank all my subscribers, old and new. Thank you for being here and watching my videos and liking and commenting. I appreciate every one of you. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you're inspired. I hope you try Kintsugi for yourself and do some golden repair. And I hope to see you again soon. Have a great day.